Oftentimes, inspiration finds you when you least expect it. But I don't think you can assume to stumble across inspiration. The reason why I wrote a book called Inspired Nurse was because I felt called to do so. I felt called to do so from peers and people that were going through what I went through. I think if you've been in healthcare long enough, you'll have ups and you'll have downs. Would you agree? I think we have those. And our ups are really, really high, and our downs are really low. And what I found when I was going through a very dark time in my own personal career, probably around 5 years into it, was I couldn't find anything out there about it. Like, I could find a lot on how. You know what I'm talking about? There's a lot of seminars you can go to, right? You could take courses. I know nurses we can, but I'm applying this to the broader picture of healthcare. You can go take a course on chest tube management or the transition from the pediatric to the adult patient or how to manage an Excel spreadsheet. But what I couldn't find was anything on why. And when you're burnt out, or when you're struggling, or when you feel like you've lost some of your inspiration, you never say to yourself, you know what, I'm feeling empty inside. My soul is hurting. I don't know if I want to do this anymore. I know. I'll go take an IV start class. I'll feel better after that. Of course not, because that's not where it is. The other thing that I learned when I was doing kind of my research on the book is there are builders and there are planters. Symbolically speaking, a builder is somebody who's got a project. They've got a grid, they've got a graph, and they build something, and once they're done, they're done. But oftentimes they're hemmed in by the very walls of what they've created. Planters do something differently. What they lay out, they have to stay on top of, and they have to deal with seasons and flooding and water and everything else. And what ends up happening is they grow something that ever changes and always teaches them. And what I found out when I started thinking about these things of building and planting, when I wanted to think about, well, what's the difference between how and why? Not that how's not important, but what's the difference? And outside of healthcare, think about art. Is it the canvas that creates the masterpiece? Is it the paint? Is it the paintbrush? No, because that's the how. That's the tools. You need those. But it's the artist's spirit. It's her inspiration. It's her soul. It's her desire to create and see beauty. That's what creates the masterpiece. So you need both the how and the why.